My name is Rathish. I'm a chartered accountant from Kannur. I intend to introduce in this video accounts that can be opened by a NRE persons under the Fema Act itself. So as you know that Fema is the guiding rules or guiding act of a foreign transactions in India. As per the Fema Act, accounts that can be opened by NRE persons. NRE means a non-resident person itself. So there are two kinds of persons in India, resident and non-resident itself. Resident, as per the Income Tax Act, a person who lives in the current year of 182 days or a 60 days in the current year or 365 days for the previous 4 years is termed as a resident itself. Whereas non-resident is a person who is not abiding by the conditions of the 182 days or 60 days clause itself. A person who just leaves India for an employment or a crew member of a ship itself, if he is staying in India for the year in which he is leaving for 182 days or 60 days in the current year or 365 days in the previous year, he will be termed as a resident person itself. So a non-resident person can open three kinds of accounts as per the Fema Act itself. One is called the NRE account itself. An NRE account can only be opened by a non-resident person, but he can hold a resident person as a joint holder of the survivor itself. In this case, a non-resident person can bring into that account only the source of income which is getting outside India or inside India which is deducted under tax. That is, if he is just getting a rent in India or he is just getting some royalty in India, then he can credit that also in that NRE account by after deduction of the TDS under the Income Tax Act itself. If the person has been returning to India after his broader assignment or something like that, he should have to compulsorily change that account to the resident account itself. Otherwise, there will be a penal action under the Fema Act itself. And if a person has been deceased, the nominee will be, that NRE account will be automatically will be cancelled and the nominee will be getting the resident account itself. In non-resident account itself, one person can appoint a power of attorney also who can operate the accounts if that non-resident is not coming to India or he is busy with his busy schedules over there. In that case, the power of attorney can sign on behalf of the non-resident person. But the power of attorney is limited to certain things. That is, power of attorney cannot transfer any gift to any relative, the person from that NRE account. He can only transfer NRE account balance to that NRE person itself. He just can't open any other NRE account also. The power of attorney has got certain kinds of limitation. The other account that can be opened by an NRE person is called the FCNRB account. An FCNRB account is an account in the fixed deposit. That is a fixed deposit account that can be operated by the NRE person itself. It can be operated in the currency of the NRE person. It can also have a joint holder in that account, but that account could only be in the fixed deposit and the interest is as per the concerned bank who is just giving the non-resident account itself. In that FCNRB also, a power of attorney can also be appointed and he can delegate or he can just do the work of the NRE account on behalf of the NRE person itself. But subject to the limitations of the can't open another NRE account or he can't gift balance in that account to another person other than the NRE person, and also he can't open another NRE account also. So there's two kinds of accounts, NRE account and the NRE account. One more also case, that is a resident person in India can open normal account with the non-resident person as the joint holder in that account. That is, if I'm a resident in India, I can open an account in India, a normal account in India with a NRE person as the joint holder. In that case, the NRE person has no other right. He's be only the joint holder. He can sign on behalf of me. He cannot bring any kind of a NRE source or the sources from other countries to that account itself. It's normally as the Indian account itself. Then the other account that can be opened by an NRE person is called the NRO accounts, non-resident other account. It is a rupee account. It's not a foreign currency account. It's a rupee account that can be opened by an NRE person itself. In that account, he can operate that accounts for all his local disbursement, etc. And he can also input in that account currencies that in India, that is his local income, etc. that can be opened in that NRO account also. So in that case, the three kinds of accounts that can be opened are NRE account, FCNRB account and NRO account also. Now, the other account that can be opened is called escrow account. Escrow account is an account holder, business person abroad India who is just doing transaction in India itself. They can open in that, an NRE person only can open that account, and that is operated by that NRE person only, that account. In that escrow account, the proceeds of the finance or the business that is receiving in outside India, that can be credited into an account. And the payments that can be made is that the local payments that can be made, that whatever his purchase that is made from India, or whatever the salary that can be paid, that can be made from India. Escrow account is mainly opened by the diamond merchants and almost all the business persons in India who is just doing the transaction in the foreign countries itself. So that is one account, and another account is called the special rupee non-resident account. In that account, there is no interest for this special resident non-resident account itself. Other than the above said, that is the foreign transaction or whatever may be the proceeds that he is getting, that cannot be credited to a non-resident account or a NRO account or a FCNRB account, can be opened in this special resident non-resident account. Normally export foreign currency, that is like as the escrow account, export foreign currency, the business proceeds, whatever the proceeds that's getting in the India, etc., can be credited to the special non-resident account in India. There is no interest for the special non-resident account in India. Credits that can be made in the special non-resident accounts are the NRI person is just getting a borrowings from India, that borrowings is just going, that can be credited in that account. Export, as I said earlier, that is export credits can be credited, or the trade commercial, whatever things that be credited can be. One thing that is to be very perfect in that, in almost all the NRA accounts that are opened, a loan can be given by the banks opening this NRA account itself. In that loan can be repatriated by the person to the foreign country itself without any problem itself. But the loan account cannot be used for any kind of a repatriation to India. That is, repatriation means it cannot be returned back to India after just going from India for any capital purpose in India. That is, if I'm just getting a loan of 10 lakhs rupees from India, I'm just repatriating to United Arab Emirates itself, there is no issue. But from there, I can't reback it to India itself for any business purpose in India, because it is just going out and the same purpose itself. And the loan that is given to an NRI person cannot be used for a agriculture purpose or agriculture usage purpose in the abroad itself also. So this is the main accounts that is open. Normally, all these accounts are operated by the authorized dealers in India. An authorized dealer means normally a commercial bank itself. Authorized dealer are the person who can open an account with an NRI person in India. They can operate the financial transactions, etc. Authorized dealers are of three categories as per the Fema Act, or AD1, AD2, AD3. Normally, all the commercial banks has the permission given by the to open the act as the authorized dealers in India itself. The interest on NRI account is non-taxable itself, but there is no interest for the special rupee account, escrow account, other kinds of accounts. FCNRB and the NRI accounts only has the interest portion in that. NRO account is basically Indian currency account. It can be opened by the NRO accounts. Very particular thing is that whenever a person returns back to India after his assignment over abroad or after his returning from the employment itself, he just want to close that NRA status of that account and just make it as a resident foreign currency account. Otherwise, severe penalty actions will be taken by the Fema itself. Fema is controlled by the Reserve Bank of India in India. Main chief officer of the Fema in India is the Enforcement Directorate itself. These are the things that I want to have it in the opening of the NRA accounts from my side. Thank you for watching this video. This is Rathish signing up. Subscribe our channel. Make your comments for future videos itself also. Expect my future videos in the recent future. Thank you very much.